I guess he has Arnie in his tank. Welcome back to the channel, Michigan here, and today I am doing a replay feature and sort of a call breakdown of our battle versus NNC here on Malinovka. So today we are featuring Hairman. I had a replay. However, Hairman offered to submit his, so we're going to go over this one instead, and he had a much better game than me. So right off the bat, the call is CSs are going to push tanks to the hill, and if the CSs are to get spotted, they are to turn around, get unlit, and then work back up the hill. So you can see Silviera there, backing off. Now, it should be mentioned, Hairman did a great job getting 2 shots off, just taking a shot in the dark. If 1 out of 100 times we hit those vehicles, then, you know, it's worth it. So, Hairman's going to get lit. You can see all the CSs starting to bail off, heading back down the slope. Now, they're only going there temporarily, just until they get unlit, and then they're going to head back. The goal of using the CSs was to boost the Chieftains. Well, it doesn't help that much on flat ground or a slope. It does help going up here, and that is going to be crucial in this battle. So now that the CSs, they have turned around a couple of times, actually head back up, turn around, head back up, turn around. Now they're going to come back up this way. The 2 EBRs are playing super passive, holding onto all their health. Nice job there. Always crucial to see EBRs holding on to their hit points. Now we see the enemies coming up here, and the CSs are now called that we just need to go, right? Because the enemies are bringing a sizable force up here, and we're going to need the extra firepower. So I'm going to come high side because I have the Artie and Inspire, and the other CSs are going to go low to pressure that. Now you can see the enemies are activating Inspire, and that usually indicates a push. So you can see CSs are just starting to make it up. We're going to have some good focused fire there. And that 279 has made it behind the ridge. However, Hairman does need to back up a little bit here. EBR still doing a great job. You can see that I've activated Inspire. There's the edge. And we're going to zoom out here just so we can kind of watch this battle unfold, not from the first person. We're going to lose Twist One Up and Dark there. And initially, this is not the best situation. He doesn't have the damage hit point counter up, but we're down about 4,000 HP here. Rage really not stuck in the greatest scenario here. Doing his best to get out of it. He's going to do a nice job getting back to the edge, not sliding over. And here come the CSs. So CSs are kind of tangled up with the IS-7. They're going to finish that off. And now I'm going to rush to the edge. We got Coruscant around the rear. We're now focusing 1 tank at a time, which we do a great job with. Their 562 is next. They're going to finish that off. Fortunately, Coruscant overextends just a touch too much. You can see I'm going to get over here on the left side. Inspire is just about to die. We're up 3 tanks, finishing off that Chieftain 279. We do lose an EBR and Rage, but we do finish off their 279, and we're about to finish off an IS-7 as well. It should be noted that since we lost our EBR in the field, we have no idea what's coming down the 2-3 line, and that's about to come and bite us as 2 tanks get on cap. The call is now for the EBR to go spot it. We just got 1 tank to wrap up. The call is to go super aggressive. We need to clean up these tanks here before we can do anything so that we can at least get out. Hairman now up to 513 damage, finishing. Tank Killer finishes off Norlock. They're a former clan member. And now Bearclaw is going to do a great job of lighting this cap circle. I'm going to come over there to the edge. For some reason, the Inspire is glitched. It still says 0 seconds. Taking a shot on the move. Nice job not waiting. 5 seconds, and we managed to reset it. You can see I'm sitting on the edge there, having actually some lag issues. But it's now 10-7. And we just have those tanks. I'm going to get a lucky shot off on that EBR. Clean that up. And Hairman is going to join me on this ridgeline. We can go into the first person. Nice shot there on the Chieftain. It's only 2 tanks on cap, and since cap isn't really a threat, he's going to work on focus fire. Good blind shot. Still knocking the cap down. Chieftain can't do anything. This game is just about over. So, as Hairman finishes off some of these vehicles here, let's kind of recap, because this game lasted just about 5 minutes. Incredibly short for a map of this size. So as this game comes to a close, Hairman finishes off that last vehicle. let's do a quick recap. So we had 2 EBRs playing super passively out on the 6-7 line and the 2-3 line. And this was so that we could free up as many vehicles to push the hill. We wanted a guaranteed overmatch, and previously the enemy team had dotted some tanks around to try and prevent our CS push last time, which they thwarted quite easily. I believe we only were able to kill 1 tank that game. So instead we bluffed, we took the same lineup, faked like we were going to the hill. As soon as the CSs got lit, we turned around like we were going to do a 1-2 push, and this kind of held those chieftains in place a little bit in this area, maybe thinking that we were going to do some sort of maneuver all the way around the edge. Instead, once the fast heavies made contact, the CS is committed. Again, doesn't leave nearly enough time for these heavies to even get in the fight. We had the CSs run low side. I got to the windmill, got into cover, provided Inspire for the rest of the team, used the arty strike, forced the enemy to drive through it, knocking them out of position slightly, albeit it did have a slight, moderate impact. We'll put it that, moderate to slight impact. We were down 4,000 health. We had better focused fire than the enemy team. CSs came around the backside. We were able to finish that off. With 5 seconds left, our remaining EBR, Bearclaw, was able to light that cap circle, providing spots for all of the CSs who had come off the hill, and were able to finish those tanks off. It should also be noted that Hairman here isn't on full health. I'm a one-shot, Ralph is a one-shot, and AC is a one-shot, which meant most of the CSs were able to keep their health. Unfortunately, Coruscant and Silviera were not. However, that's to be expected. We are going to suffer some casualties, especially in a close-range engagement like that. Enough of my talk. Let's take a quick look at the post-game stats and see how we all did. So, right off the bat, Hairman is going to have 201,000. Not net. We'll see how much he loses after all the premium ammo. 2,189 XP. He finishes top on the team, 1390 XP, 6815 damage. Now, as I always say, damage doesn't matter too much in these sort of games because it's a team effort, but Hairman constantly kept his gun firing, focusing fire well, and just overall being a team player, and he managed his hit points quite well also. So, almost everybody above 1,000 damage, just Darth and Twisted below, but again, when tanks lead the push, that's going to happen, so this really isn't like a random battle replay. We didn't manage to hold the enemies to low damage. They got quite a bit off on us, which did keep it kind of close while we were up on kills. The hit point spread was fairly even. Hairman here fired 20 shells. Out of the 16 he hit, penned 15. Fantastic. I think he may have bounced 1 shell against the turret. Maybe it was just unlucky. For that 6,815 damage, 2,028 of it was sniping damage, presumably from resetting that cap circle. Took 6 hits. You know, out of the 6 he took, 4 penned. You know, Chieftain, it's okay, but he was brawling. You know, not much else. He did lose 96,000 in ammunition and 20,000 in premium consumables. Pretty standard there. Hairman, nice job on this. Fantastic result. Just 1 shot shy of 7,000 damage. Thank you for the replay. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.